So Apple Music is here, and here is our review. So when you log in, you have a couple of options on Apple Music. You have a U section, which allows you to curate your types of music, genre, and artists. So to do that, this is what actually you see when you actually first fire up Apple Music in that section there. And then you select the kind of genre of music you like. So tell us what you like, what you're into. So I've selected a couple here, and I'm going to add a few more. And the idea is to, it should help curate the kind of music that you like listening to. So right now I'm going to select a few more genres in there. We have electronic pop music that pops in, and then we now add a few artists that we think we like. So I'm going to add a few here to give the program, at least the software, a good idea of what kind of music you like listening to in general. So Whitney Houston goes in there. I'll put in, of course, some electronic stuff, and this should create a different mixture of artists you can easily pre-select from altogether, and also similar matching artists. And I'm going to either look for some more artists in there. I can add a few more to that whole pool, and you know what, I'm going to add a few more here, and then once I'm done with everything I need, I'm just going to hit done, and that should be it. So maybe add one more or so, and all right, and then you're done. All right, so that goes in there, and that calculates, and that gives you a whole list of different artists. You see Whitney Houston right there, of course. There's the Drake series, this Otis Rush, which I selected, some Kanye there, this Beyonce, so you have all that, and that, is something that's pretty nice. Gives you a lot of curation there. Now, once you go into the all genre section, that allows you to basically pop into a genre. You can search for any artist you want to at any point in time by just hitting the search button right there, and you can see trending searches. You can also select from your device at the same time. And then, of course, the radio section. This is the main section here that has, of course, the Beats One radio, other different radios that you can actually pre-select from, which again, it's nice that there's a constant radio station there, even though they say it's 24 hours with 3 DJs. I'm not too sure how effective it's at, but you can go ahead, play the station, listen, and see the backdrop is. Of course, you got Julia Dinuga, you've got a couple other people there. So that is the Beats One station. Nothing crazy or too special, but it's nice that there's one station there. Now you have the Connect section. I have Maroon 5 here selected, and I decided to follow Maroon 5 in Muse. You can search for artists, you can follow there. Muse is a band I like. And you can see they just posted a photo and people just commenting on that, and this is a way to connect. I'm not sure how well this will actually pan out, because of course a lot of artists still use different social media aspects. Of course, you do have a playlist section for different playlists, either you've saved streaming or your personal, and also your own music. I have nothing here on the iPad. I'm using that much to listen to music, but there's a YouTube stuff in there. So that is what Apple Music does. Its layout is simple, very Apple-esque in a sense. Search option works very well. Looking for Michael Jackson, who of course I love listening to MJ. It works well. It works well in streaming, selecting artists. It wasn't hard to find artists that I wanted to find. Of course, I'm not big into indie artists, so that might be something that, hey, it might be an issue, may not be an issue. I really don't know. But of course, you can add to playlists, you can add to my music, so that adds to your music selection there. And I can go ahead and play different songs. So far so good. It's nice. It works out pretty well. It's $9.99 after the 3-month period, which at least starts now. 3-month free trial period for single use, and of course, it does have the family for, I believe, $16.99, which you do have to sign up. You have to put your credit card down first before you have to use this. So that is Apple Music. Works pretty well, like any other streaming service. We'll see how it works with things like Sonos and other players as those updates coming throughout the year, and also the Android version. We'll give you our review of that once that hits. But so far, so good. Simple, easy, works well. Can't really complain about it. We'll see how some of these other features actually fare out, like the Connect feature and even some of the radio stuff. But overall, that's it, guys. Any questions, any comments, let us know. Don't forget to like, share this video, favorite this video, subscribe to the channel, and always enjoy your entertainment.